This is QTV News, broadcasting from the Gambia, and I am Jaina Basonko. Our top stories. Government clarifies mass deportations. CRC chairman expresses commitment to meeting expectations of Gambians. The People's Progressive Party holds rallies at Birkamaba. Those are our top stories, and now the news in detail. Stay with us. Contrary to widespread allegations trending on social media that the Gambia government was complicit in the planned mass deportation of Gambian migrants from Europe, the government of the Gambia wants to make it categorically clear that these allegations are baseless rumors being bandied by detractors seeking cheap political popularity. The Gambia government has neither signed any deportation memorandum nor received any monetary rewards from any European country, as it's being continuously alleged by these detractors. Ajibintu Drame has more on that release.
Like all responsible governments, the Gambia government takes the plight of its citizens very seriously and will not sit idly by witnessing the suffering of its citizens, whether at home or overseas. The Gambian government therefore assures the public that it is not its policy to facilitate and or support the mass deportation of its citizens. However, the government is fully committed to improving the lot of its citizens and working hard to restore our long-standing diplomatic relations with European countries. It will be recalled that 3 years ago, much of our relations with these countries were severely dented, making negotiations very difficult. Therefore, citizens are urged to exercise restraint and be more patient as we forge ahead in this our new dispensation. While the Gambian government recognizes the rights of citizens to assemble peacefully, it wants to remind them to remain law-abiding and to always jealously guard the peace and security of our scared motherland. Ajibintu Drame, QTV News.
The chairman of the Constitutional Review Commission, Justice Cherno Jallow, Tuesday presided over the official launch of the public participation platform and a day-long training for staff of the CRC on how to use the platform. The training is conducted by officials of the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance. QTV's Ansumana Isonyasi tells us more.
Delivering his launching statement, Chairman of the Constitutional Review Commission, Justice Cherno Jallow, said the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance has been providing assistance to the CRC even before the commencement of the ongoing public consultation exercise. He said public participation platform developed by IDEA is specifically designed to assist the CRC in their drive to promulgate a new constitution for the Gambia.
International IDEA has become one of our core partners insofar as the development of a new constitution for the Gambia is concerned. And the partnership and the support we have been receiving from them has been at no cost to the Constitutional Review Commission or to the government of the Gambia. I think it's important to note that. Omar made reference to a trip to The Hague in July, and people are always quick to say, oh, you're wasting public funds and all of that stuff. That was at no cost to the government of the Gambia. It was entirely between the UNDP and the international IDEA. And I say these things just to make the point that what we have is not a partnership on paper, it's partnership in reality. It's a partnership that has been premised.
While imploring the participants to make best use of the training, he said the CRC is committed to meeting the expectations of Gambians.
So we certainly do recognize the efforts that have gone into this. So you should take this training very, very seriously, because we, the commissioners at the CRC, take it very seriously. It is not a mere exercise. It is an exercise designed with a purpose, with an ultimate objective. And that objective is to ensure that we use this platform to secure the views and opinions of Gambians and other stakeholders, which will assist us in formulating or making a determination as to what truly represents overall the views and aspirations of the Gambian people.
For his part, Sumit Basaria of the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance said this organization is mandated to support democracy worldwide. While commending Gambians for the interest shown in the CRC people-centered process, he said IDEA is impressed with the work of the Constitutional Review Commission.
So I would like to commend 3 groups of people on their work so far. The CRC, it's really impressive the work that the chair, the commissioners, the secretary and his staff have done. I was privileged to take a small tour and have the Secretary explain to me the work of the different departments. And it's really remarkable in such a short period of time what you guys have done here. I would like to commend the Gambian public. We follow the process from afar, and the engagement and passion amongst all sectors of society during the consultation process, in particular the youth. It's really been inspiring to see the public take this process to heart. And also to echo the Chair's words on the role of the media. I have Google News alerts for the process here, and so I get daily reports from The Point and Faraya and all these outlets in Gambian media. And I think the journalists are playing such an important role in this process by giving a megaphone to the CRC and the important consultations that have taken place.
On the newly developed public participation platform, he said this is the first time it is being introduced, and the Gambia is the first country to use it.
And this platform that we're launching today with this training is important for two reasons, right? So one, the platform will give people an opportunity to speak as individuals. The CRC cannot go to every single citizen of the Gambia and member of the diaspora. And so by opening up this platform, it gives every individual an opportunity to have their voice heard. And secondly, a big challenge in these processes is once you have all that information and all those people have spoken, how do you organize that information so the CRC can really understand what the people have said? And I think this platform will help with both of those functions.
The Constitutional Review Commission was established by the Constitutional Review Commission Act of 2017 to review and analyze the 1997 Constitution, draft a new constitution for the Republic of the Gambia, and prepare a report in relation to the new constitution. Ansumana Sonyasi for QTV News.
The People's Progressive Party on Saturday held its first rally following the election of Papon Jai as party leader and Alaji Lamin Nanko as national president of the party, held at Birkamabar in the Lower Fuladu district of the Central River region. Omar P. Jallo traveled with them, and he now files in this report.
After 2 decades of silence by ex-President Yahya Jammeh's APRC regime, the party that led the Gambia to independence and republic is regaining support across the country. Hundreds of its supporters across the country, dressed in their purple attires, crowded the town of Birkamabar chanting and drumming the name of the former President Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara, current party leader Papon Jai, and Omar Amadou Jallo alias OJ. Papon Jai, the leader of the party, said he came to reconnect PPP and restructure the party after 22 years of what he described as brutality by the APRC regime.
And also tell them about the policies of the PPP, and those are the things that immediately we want to do. Then after we will engage the governments on our policy and programs that we want to implement in the Gambia. One thing that I'm very passionate about is as we develop policies and programs, we have to zonalize the Gambia. What I mean by zonalizing is that we have to look at each region and see what are the strengths, and based on the strengths and the opportunities, we'll create policies based on those strengths and opportunities. Then life will be a lot easier for everybody in the Gambia, inshallah.
Jai said they are not a party that gives false promises, but a party that based on factual promises. Mr. Jai also promised to reconstruct the market center of the community of Birkamabar and renovate the youth center and fence the football field in the future. Former Minister of Agriculture OJ Jallo assured the gathering that if Papon Jai is elected president, he would do what PPP did and more in the country. Jallo accused former President Yahya Jammeh of taking credit of PPP projects in the country after he overthrew the PPP government, adding Jammeh was living a false life.
If this country can entrust the country to Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara when he was 41, Prime Minister, became 46 President. OJ Jallo, Minister, 34 years. Bakari Dabo, Vice President, 37 years. Why don't I think that I've served my term and I have a responsibility to bring forward young people and we become their advisors so that Africa can move forward? I always give an example of the former president of Tanzania, of Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe, and Gaddafi. They were presidents for over 40 years, 30, 40 years. How many presidents of America have been their colleagues? 5, 6. Does that mean their countries were more developed than America? No. One person can finish the job of a country. That is why we, the leaders of Africa, should learn. President, the black president of America, just recent black president, Obama. I'm older than Obama. He's intelligent, he's dynamic, he is good. But after 8 years, he's gone. That doesn't mean America is backward. That's why if you have any of my friends, I always tell them that even when I was a minister in PDP government, that if I have 70 years, I'm going to retire. If a permanent secretary and a director are asked to retire at 65, and the responsibility of a minister and president are far bigger than permanent secretary, why don't you think we should have retirement ages for us? Papandja is dynamic, is young, is educated, is exposed. All these young people now, my children, are more educated than I am. They are more exposed internationally and nationally. I think it is the responsibility of the older ones, to give chance to the young ones, and we advise them.
The national president of the party, Alhaji Lamin Nanko, said PPP is for the farmers and Gambians. Nanko revealed that the rally was held in his hometown of Birkamaba in honor of his election as national president of the party, on no oppose. He thanked the delegates at their national congress for the trust and confidence, while promising to work hard to restructure the party to its original form. The women appealed for support to rebuild the town market because the market standard is not very impressive. The youth of the community appealed to Njai to help fence their football field and the youth center. Reporting for QTV News, I am Omar P. Jallo.
How many times have you passed by someone in the streets roaming with dirty clothes, also with an abnormal behavior? Probably many times. The most common reaction is he or she might be suffering from a mental disorder. Many are living with psychiatric conditions without care from their family or society. Nursing students at the School of Nursing and Midwifery want more care to be given to people suffering from mental illness. Momodu Gajaga witnessed an assessment test of students, and this is his report.
These demonstrations in the form of a drama shows the different psychiatric conditions people are living with and how they could be cared for to improve their conditions. Paranoia, bipolar, hyperactivity are some of the issues affecting many. According to the illustrations, at least each of these conditions could be stable if given proper medical care and psychosocial support. If society fails to play its role by caring for people living with mental illness, perhaps this could worsen their conditions.
You know, on our roads, we see them, we call them mad people. They are not mad people. It's only that the society doesn't understand them. And that is why we have organized this thing, this drama, so that the society will be able to know that these people really need care. And those that have been able to go for treatment at Tanka or any other place, because some go for traditional treatment, we should be able to accept them back. Psychiatric illness can happen to anyone. Even a mother that has just delivered can have puerperal psychosis, whereby you just discover that the behavior, the attitude just change, maybe not wanting to have the baby or want to strangulate the baby, or somebody with schizophrenia or panic disorder. You can see the different manifestations they have exhibited.
Mental illness can come as a result of illness, accidents, or change in behavior such as drug abuse.
Treatments that can take care of every situation. And there are some of these conditions that can be managed throughout life, because it's not all that are treatable. Some you have to just continue to manage it. Take the right medication every month. But the major problem lies on the family and the society. The moment you have a problem like this, they classify you, they stigmatize you.
Tanka Tanka is the country's psychiatric treatment center. She calls for more support in order to deal with patients.
If the government can build Tanka Tanka, all these people, they can gather them, take them off the road, take them to Tanka Tanka, provide enough staff, because staff strength also matters a lot. The nurses that will be working there should be, the staff strength should be sufficient to take care of the population. If we have such a place, then why do we have to have a madman on the highway?
Maria Maturi is a student who visits Tanka Tanka and says society's perception towards those living with psychiatric conditions should change.
Even regretted why I used to mock the psychiatric patients on the streets. And then, to be very, very candid, wallahi, they are the best of people. I really love them, and I am hoping that the society will change towards the stigma and the discrimination that is happening. Why are we seeing psychiatric patients roaming everywhere? It's because of the family members. If your family is, of course, having a psychiatric condition, can't you bring them home? Or you take them to Tanka Tanka, or you help them to take their the medications? But no, they will not do that. As long as you're having any psychiatric issue, or as long as you're having any mental health issues, they just let you go. And you come to the EFSTH, that is the hospital here. If you are diabetic, if you are a hypertension patient or whatsoever, you are admitted here. We see family members all around coming and coming, you know. Others will even leave down to Basse also just to come and see them. Then why not? I even see, you know, there are others that will pay their, you know, their tickets down to another country and come and visit their family members who are admitted in the hospital. My brother, there is no difference between those that are admitted in the hospital here and those that are admitted in Tanka Tanka.
Mamudu Gajaga, QTV News.
Psychiatric patients are to be loved. Psychiatric patients are to be cared for. Never deprive them of medical care, for there's always a solution. Depression, obsessive compulsive panic, borderline personality disorder, post-traumatic stress and bipolar are treatable and can be cured.
Now in sports, the secondary school's regional athletics hits ended over the weekend at the Independence Stadium, with schools in Region 1 competing for spots in the grand finale set for March 15 at the Independence Stadium. Babakar C was in attendance, and this is his report.
Gambia Senior Secondary School have been crowned champions of Region 1 on the senior secondary school category, whilst Latikunda Sabiji aka Plazas led the pace in the upper basic category in a 4-day competitive track and field events. The qualifiers from the hits will join the champions from other regions to compete for the $100,000 prize money stake for the winner. Abdul Aziz Mendy is the regional coordinator for Region 1, and he is confident that his region will this year end the winning streak of Bottrop Senior Secondary School, who have won the trophy for the past 3 years.
Seeing is believing. Looking at my region right now, you see that all the schools competing here, they are very, very competitive. Like 5-6 years back, you normally see the likes of Gambia High, St. Augustine's, Muslim. But nowadays, those names are dying out. Because of you have emerging schools like Nemasu, Nusrat, the likes of Bakote, Kotu, etc. So it's really competitive. And then you will see in it also, you will see to it that when it comes to the national level, definitely, my region will definitely do wonders.
Talking about inter-schools athletics championship, West Coast region have been dominating events for the past 3 years. What are we to expect in 2019?
Well, you look at it now. I'm also going back to that question again. You see, my region here is very, 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 very competitive. For you to win all the events here in Region 1 is very, 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 very difficult. But compared to Region 2, where you have the likes of Bottrop, Mahad, etc., Bottrop used to dominate there. And then when they come to the final, you see that they have nothing less than 30 qualifiers. But come this year, 2019, you will see a difference. Definitely, Region 1 will come with a big surprise.
A lot of schools, or people that watch school sports are, eye-marking, or schools like Bakote, Nusrat, of course, in an upset. Do you see really any school that can stop Bottrop from winning the title for the 4th time?
Yeah, obviously, yes. Nusrat, Bakote, Gambia High, Nemasu, Kotu Senior Secondary School. These 5 schools I just mentioned right now, definitely they can upset Bottrop because of they have the caliber and they have the athletes. They have the caliber and they have the athletes that can do it. Yeah, these 5 schools, definitely they can stop Bottrop.
One of the schools expected to stop Bottrop is Nusrat Senior Secondary School. The school, under the leadership of Mr. Bojang, have wowed everyone with the quick challenge they have mounted on the big guns in school sports. We can do both, reads the motto, and according to their sports master, Kasim Kone, they are ready to challenge for the trophy this year.
We are trying to send to people to know we want to win the trophy this year, inshallah. That's the signal that we are trying to send to people. Because if you look at our motto at the back, we say, never give up. And we can do both. So when you look at it, that's so you that we are ready to win, inshallah, this year.
You have the materials that can win you the trophy?
Yeah, we have the material. If you look at the sprinters and the long distance, the way they are running, that shows you that Nusrat, they are ready. But the only problem that we have is Region 1 competition is very, very, very tight because 1st and 2nd are qualified. So when you compare region 1 to other regions is totally different. So it's very hard to have a big number of qualified here, and you want to compete others in region 2. So it's going to be very difficult. But inshallah, we are going to try our level best and see how best we can come with the trophy.
What's the secret behind Nusrat? We know you for learning, but now you want to also dominate in sports. What's going on?
It's just like working hard. So try and sponsor the sports. Mr. Boja is a very hard-working man. We all know him for that. So he's trying to sponsor the sports so that we can develop the sports in the school. So the only thing that is behind is like it's just working hard. Nusrat, when you know them, it's not only about learning. When you look at the learning side, they work very hard. So the sport also, they are working very hard. So both of them to go together.
Lamin Jammeh is the Secretary General of the Secondary School Sports Association, and he described the regional heats a success despite the few hitches.
Generally, this year is one of the most successful years as far as the attendance is concerned, and then the comportment of both the teachers and then the PE teachers and then the athletes. And then the level of competitions have definitely grown very high now. We can see that all the regions, they have competed very well. There is no bigger schools now, because even the smaller schools that are just coming up now, they have posed a very serious challenge to the bigger schools that we used to call as big guns. So obviously, this time around we can say there's a big competition and a big difference as far as this year athletics competition is concerned.
Any challenge faced by the association in these regional heats?
Obviously, we have so many challenges. One of them is the disciplinary level from some of our athletes is still a problem, and two also is the time, respecting the time to come on time for us to start the event also is a problem that has even affected some of us in the region. Some of our activities in the region has really been affected as a result of their timely response to our call for us to start our event. That's one part of it, and another also is some of the schools, they are competing without having a proper wares, proper jerseys for them to be identified, to be known among the others. So this is still a challenge for us. Some of them are running barefooted. At least some of the schools definitely need to move from that level to another level now. I think some of these things need to be corrected. Once they are corrected, obviously, it's going to be a very interesting competitions in the years to come.
The heats has ended now. We are heading to the finals. What should we expect for the finals, and when is it scheduled?
The final is scheduled on the 15th, Friday, 16th, Saturday, and then 17th on Sunday. But I can tell you this final is going to be a unique final and a very interesting final, because we are trying to at least level ourselves to international standard. Because we know some of our athletes, the moment they graduate from this level, they get to the international level. So we must be able to introduce them to the international standard so that they can be able to perform to that expectation.
The regional heats have ended with schools in Serakunda and Banjul. Well, Nusrat Senior Secondary School, as we heard from their sportsmaster, they are sending a strong signal to the defending champions, Bottrop Senior Secondary School. As their motto says, they can do both. But on the 15th, 16th and 17th of March, here at the Independence Stadium is set for the finals of the Inter-Schools Athletics Championship, where schools from the length and breadth of the country, both upper basic and senior secondary schools, will gather to compete for the $100,000 and a trophy that will be crowned for the winners, courtesy of the, of course, sponsors who are GTU, CCU.
Before we end this news bulletin, let's recap our main headlines. Contrary to widespread allegations trending on social media that the government of the Gambia was complicit in the planned mass deportation of Gambian migrants from Europe, the government of the Gambia wants to make it categorically clear that these allegations are baseless rumors being bandied by detractors seeking cheap political popularity. The Gambia government has neither signed any deportation memorandum nor received any monetary rewards from any European country, as it's being continuously alleged by these detractors. The chairman of the Constitutional Review Commission, Justice Cherno Jallow, Tuesday presided over the official launch of the public participation platform and a day-long training for staff of the CRC on how to use the platform. The training is conducted by officials of the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance. The People's Progressive Party on Saturday held its first rally following the election of Papanjai as party leader and Alaji Lamin Nyanko as national president of the party, held at Birkamaba in Lower Fuladu district of the Central River region. That is all we have for you in this edition of QTV News. Do join us tomorrow, same time for more news. Thanks for watching.